Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Madison, my daughter, is with me this morning on the video. And we are so excited. Where did we just come back from, Madison?
Atlanta.
And who did we go to see?
Kim Jones.
Real Talk Kim.
Yeah.
So we just got back from Atlanta from going to the Unleashed retreat, which was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so my husband and my daughter actually drove down from Canada on Wednesday, right?
Oh, it was fun.
12 hours. 12 hours from Sarnia, Ontario to Atlanta. So I actually went on Sunday. I flew out a week ago Sunday. I had the privilege and honor to meet with the Masterminds group in a mansion, not a mansion over the hilltop.
So you were living large then?
I'm living large, Maddie. I'm living large. So it was so super fantabulous. So I got to spend half the week with these, just a few women in a mansion together. And let me tell you, I am so blessed to have met these amazing women. So I'm sure most of the women out there can relate that a lot of women are catty, are bitter, are super competitive, are not encouraging, just it can be a lot of negative impact that women have on other women. We tend not to build each other up and bless each other and be Jesus with skin on, but we need to do that more. Totally. Right, Maddie?
Yeah.
So I had the awesome privilege to getting to know all these women that were in the house. And let me tell you, I have found sisters for life. I am so blessed and encouraged by just being around these women and just how super raw and real they are. And I just fell in love with every one of them. It was just such a treat and so amazing. And Real Talk Kim's team is like next level, honestly. Valerie, Pastor Carla, Sonia and Rhonda, like all these people, and Lincoln is the bomb. All these people are just next level and just have the same heart that Pastor Kim does. And, I've always said she is Jesus with skin on. So if you don't know her, you need to get to know her because she's real. She's a real deal, isn't she, Maddie?
Yeah.
So after we were at the Masterminds mansion retreat, and oh man, tell you, hilarious. Francie Chapman was there and Dog the Bounty Hunter come for supper the one night, and talk about hilarious. The guy is just too much. It was just awesome listening to his stories and his love for the Lord, and their story, how they got together and how God united them and what they're doing, and they're forced to be reckoned with. They're working for Jesus and they're out there boots on the ground doing some amazing things, have a lot of deliverance ministry, and it was just awesome. So then, and I'm living on no sleep, by the way, just so you know, living on no sleep. But I wanted to come on here just to do a video because Madison was off today. Woohoo!
I am not the kind of person to be on videos, though.
But here you are. You're on a video with your mom.
Only because you made me.
No, I suggested it. I said, we're going to conquer our fear, because then after the Masterminds retreat, we went to the Unleashed retreat. So
that was a lot
Maddie
of fun.
drove down with my husband on Wednesday. God bless their little hearts. He was bringing my books that I got printed because we had like a pre-launch, book launch at the retreat in Atlanta. Go read it. It's right here. We're going to be talking about that again later this week. But I sold out of all the books. So just the one on my table is all I have. So anyway, we went to the Unleashed retreat and it was fabulous getting to meet so many wonderful women from all over the world. And there was men there too. My husband was included. And I can't say enough about my roomie from the mansion, Miss Baby Doll, Tasha from Texas. You got to meet her too. And her husband actually flew in and got to spend a couple days too. So it was just a real treat to meet all these wonderful, wonderful women from all over the place.
Like they're everywhere.
They were everywhere and they were fun, weren't they, Madison? They were kind, they were loving, they were Jesus with skin on, and you found your tribe, right?
It's a lot like a family there. To say the least.
It is. And I think Unleashed was the name of the conference. And I think a lot of women did get unleashed from a lot of things that were there. And I know one thing I am losing is the weight of other people's opinions.
Oh, no kidding. That's...
No kidding. You got to get over here. So as women, sometimes we care too much about what other people think. I know I get criticized a lot. I'm too happy. I'm too exuberant. Why do you wear that thing on your head? Why do you wear accessories you do? And I'm like, you know what? This is the way God made you. Who cares? Right, Madison? You don't dress like me, do you?
No.
But you know what? When you walk,
I still love her.
When you walk through what I have, God just gives you this joy inside, and it spills over. I talk about wearing fascinators in my book and hats, and you know, there was a time in my life when I just wore them on a special occasion, and I really liked it. And I've always had connections to the UK, and I've always gone over there and bought them and brought them home. But you know what? When God healed me of cancer, it flipped something inside of me. And like I've always said, when God is all you got, you find out he is all you need. And I just really learned to start not caring what other people said. And you know what? Dressing up and celebrating life every day, like the gift that it is. Because when God gives you life, man, 11, you want to celebrate. Right, Maddie?
Yeah.
And you have a miracle too. We're going to talk about that sometime. But I know a lot of people and a lot of ladies were unleashed there. How about you, Madison? You did the Rage Room. Tell them about the Rage Room.
Oh, the Rage Room was basically where you had to like write something on a plate, what you wanted to get rid of, and then you go up to this like square thing. This guy shows you which way you have to actually break the plate. I wasn't really mad.
Because there's a safe way of breaking plates, right?
There's always a safe way for everything. So basically, you just break the plate and it's like you're just getting rid of it.
Just getting that out of your life.
Yeah.
Never to look back.
Like it's broken, it's there.
So we're going to leave it in the past.
Yeah.
And it's going to stay there. And you're moving forward. And today's a new day, right?
Yeah.
Right. So Pastor Kim set this up to unleash everybody for all that stuff that's holding them back and holding them down. Bam! We got rid of it, eh? I know I was talking to Tanya at the side, but I saw you smash the plate. I screamed.
Oh, that's all I heard was screaming
I know,
afterwards.
because I'm a good cheerleader for you, aren't I? And I'm so proud of my daughter, Madison. She was so super pumped to go to the retreat. We went in January. Just this year, right?
January was kind of
That was your first one.
Yeah, so I was kind of more not used to the environment or whatnot, and I was kind of like...
But you met some amazing ladies, didn't you? And you fit right in, and they totally embraced everything about you.
Which is surprising.
No, it's not surprising, because you're awesome. So one thing when she came home in January was she decided she wanted to buy one of those jumpsuits that Real Talk Kim designs, right?
And
from our
they're
RTK
all like
designs.
one of a...
They're all one of a kind.
None of them are different.
Great, because we're all limited edition, right? So when you buy it, it's like limited edition. No one else got the exact same one, right?
Yeah.
So Madison was so excited. She got to pick out the one that she wanted.
Everybody wanted it, but I ended
when
up
we were
with
in line, like 4 people wanted to buy the one you had, didn't they?
Yeah.
But she got it, and you're super pumped. And then you got your picture with Pastor Kim with it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And anything you have to say about the retreat?
Just that there are some people that kind of are in ministry, but they don't seem to like relate to the people. They're just self-centered sometimes.
Okay. But not all the time.
Not all the time. It's just, when I say self-centered, I basically mean they're fake.
Okay. That is a good word. So anything else to add to that?
Just that when you interact with Kim and like, honestly, she is the opposite of fake.
She's the opposite of fake.
Yeah.
So that must mean she's real.
Yeah.
And that's why they
down
call
to
her
earth, relatable.
Real Talk Kim. That's why they call her Real Talk
Yeah.
Kim. So she's Jesus with skin on, isn't she?
Basically,
I've always said that. And, you know, I love her from the bottom of my heart. I love her so much. She is the one that pushed me forward to get this book done, get it out there, get it in people's hands, share my story with people. She wrote the foreword to my book. And, you know, I think it's so cool how God, like, twists everything together and interacts things. Because it was probably 7 or 8 years ago. I was a single mama with my daughter Madison. We were living downtown Sarnia by the water. And I was standing alone in my kitchen, and I'm like, Lord, you have to send me other people that love Jesus like me that have been divorced, because the church has a tendency to have this religious spirit in it, and they're not accepting of anybody that has a story, that has a past, that has junk in their trunk, right?
Garbage in, garbage out.
Garbage in, garbage out, right, Madison? So I really needed to focus on the positive. I needed people to come into my life and lift me up and build me up, right?
Yeah.
You lift me up. So I Googled divorced women in ministry that love Jesus, and Real Talk Kim and Paula White's name come up. And so I started following them both, and Real Talk Kim had an app to download. So I was like, okay, why not? I'll download the app. So I downloaded the app, and by gosh and by golly, all the time I was going through something and praying about something, all of a sudden, ding, I'd have a notification going off on my phone. And next thing you know, it was like God was just using her to speak to this Canadian girl going through all this stuff. And I was like, wow. I would take a screenshot and I'm like, that is exactly what I'm going through right now. And it was just like God would use her to speak to me all the time. So
because he uses people.
He uses people. That's right. He totally uses people. And so I always encourage people, be somebody that's Jesus with skin on. Be there for somebody. You know, when you're at the grocery store or, you know, out in the community.
In the middle of work.
In the middle of work. And if somebody needs a hug, if somebody needs a prayer, then be that encouraging person, right, Maddie? Be the person smiling and lifting each other up. You've got lots of stories like that, don't you? Right? Because everybody thinks that, well, I can't do anything. It's just me.
Or you can do it, but then you feel like
you have fear.
Yeah.
Right?
That you, like,
so what do we have to
what
have?
do people think? Or,
right. We have to have more faith, right? And just step out and it's like, okay,
because you don't know unless you actually just do it.
Woo! There you go. That's right. Just do it. Just like Nike, right? Just do it, right? So God can use all of us, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who we are.
You could be 7, you could be 77.
And Madison, I'm so proud of Maddie because she has conquered a lot of fears. She was born and, well, for starters, she was adopted at 2.5 months. So didn't really know a lot about Madison's history, but as time went on, she was diagnosed with autism and had all these crazy labels.
Yeah, and people just saying she's not going to amount to anything. You're not going to...
Well, the doctors, that's what they tried to say, right? Yeah, the doctors basically wanted me to just put her in a home. This is too much. Give her up. She's going to ruin your life. I wasn't even going to really get into this today, Maddie, but you're here. So, but God has turned her life around, and just you being here is a miracle.
I never would have done this before.
You going on the retreat is a miracle, and just look at all the things God's done in your life. When I think of all the things He's lifted you up, raised you up. You got a full-time job now, don't you?
Yep.
She's working at Goodwill, and she is rocking it out. Right? So it doesn't matter wherever you are.
You can be a janitor at a
You
school.
can be a janitor cleaning toilets, and you can do it for Jesus, right, Madison?
Yep.
Yeah. And that you're proof of that. Look at where you've come from and look what God's done. Yeah, it's pretty stinking amazing. So anyway, we just wanted to jump on, do a quick video, tell you how much fun we had in Atlanta. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what we've unleashed and left there.
And it's staying there.
It's staying there, never to come back again, right? I'm trying to encourage Madison to write a book about her story, right? And all that God's done in her life. Right?
I'm bouncing off a title here. Outcast to Overcomer.
Outcast Overcomer. I love it, right? I think it's good. Anyway, so we're going to actually go and finish unpacking our suitcases and do some laundry. And we got to get some groceries to be able to feed Mister tonight because we at least owe him that after he hung out with all those ladies for the last few days. And God bless him, he had his birthday in Atlanta with all of us. So thank you, Tasha, that your husband was there and he actually got to be around another male for a little bit. Anyway, anything else you'd like to say, Maddie? No?
No.
So we just want to encourage people, be yourself. Be authentic.
Don't change for the world.
Be real and be who God created you to be. And all those other people's opinions, just throw them off and leave them. Make it background noise, right? make it just like the yappy dog. Just
Make
get out of
God's
the way.
voice louder than theirs.
Make God's voice louder than theirs. You're awesome, Maddie, and I love you. I'm
love you
so
too.
proud of you. Okay, we're going to sign off, and maybe we'll come back again when Madison has another day off. Would you like that?
Sure.
Words of wisdom from Madison Berry. Okay, love you, everyone. Happy Monday. Enjoy your day.